Hey there, thank you for the question. So you don't always get temporary dentures. Some people do, some people don't. They're either called temporary or immediates, and those are placed right after you get your extractions. Fit. So it's hard to say how they're going to fit, but let me tell you how they work first. Prior to your extractions, they take impressions of your mouth with your teeth still in, and then they send that off to the lab, or if they have a lab on site, whichever. Anyway, the lab will then make the dentures out of the impressions and the mold that they got from your teeth still in your mouth. They actually cut off the teeth, and then they make the denture based on the gums that are left. Sometimes they fit great. Some people can go like a month, 2 months with them still fitting nicely, but they are mostly designed for immediately after extractions. They call them healing dentures. They're to protect the extraction sites and speed up the healing and that type of stuff. So they only really want them to fit good for like the first 2, 3, 4 weeks. So like maybe a month. After that time, when the swelling goes down, they start to get bigger. Well, they don't start to get bigger. They start to feel bigger. They stay the same size. They're acrylic. But I think you know what I mean. Once you start to shrink, which happens pretty rapidly over the first year after your extractions, your dentures won't fit anymore. You'll have to use adhesive, and then also get soft relines. The soft reline is material that they put inside the denture that fills in the gaps between your gums and the denture, which is a lot of that's the whole issue when your gums start to shrink. Your dentures don't sit in there the way that they're supposed to anymore. So as long as you keep up with your soft relines, whether you have the dentist do it or you do it yourself at home with like an at-home reline kit, there's a whole bunch of them, different kinds, different prices. I can do a separate video on that. I'm not going to go into that on here. But as long as you keep up with soft relines, they'll continue to fit. And then you have to do that quite frequently, though, during the first couple of months especially. I know for me, I was using cushion grip, and I was switching that out like every 3 or 4 days just because it didn't fit. And that was during 4th or 5th month. So pretty early on, I had to do it quite frequently. But that's one of those things that you sacrifice good fitting dentures for immediate dentures. But there are ways to make those immediate dentures fit good. You just have to keep up with it. You have to let your dentist know when you need the soft relines. You have to let them know when you're having mouth sores. You got to keep in contact with your dentist, and then they will help you achieve the goal of having a better fitting denture. So along with getting the soft relines from your dentist, if you go to a place that offers like a warranty or a package deal, make sure that you ask if soft relines are included in your package or your warranty, because soft relines are super important, but I've heard different pricing for them. I've heard anywhere from $200 to $600, depending on what state you live in. Me here, in PA, I've tried to call dentists and find out how much soft relines cost in my area, and the one place told me $350 for a soft reline. Soft material that just goes in your denture, doesn't stay there permanently. That was just ridiculous. So make sure that that's something that is included in your package, or if it's like an add-on, something. You definitely want to make sure that they are able to do soft relines and that that's included in your price if it's possible. As for your question on adhesives, that is not a question that can be answered definitively. Adhesives are different for every person. What works for me might not work for you. Vice versa, what works for somebody else might not work for me. I have found that Fixodent Pure Strength is the best adhesive for me. I can't use any adhesives that have the pink dye in them, so I have to use the clear stuff. Polygrip is clear and free of like chemicals and all that stuff, but I don't think it works very well. I think it's kind of garbage. For me, it doesn't stay in. Like, I'll take a drink of something, even like an hour after putting my dentures in, and I feel like it just washes away all of the glue. I don't think that the dentures hold very well with the Polygrip. I don't like Polygrip. Some people have great success with it. I, however, do not. There's a car behind me blinding me. Sorry. There's Fixodent powder for like the beginning of your denture journey. I think Fixodent powder is great. It doesn't stick to the roof of your mouth like other adhesives do. It's easy to get off your denture. Sorry, I have pneumonia and I keep having coughing spells. That was one of them. Yeah, Fixodent powder is good. For your immediate dentures, you can put it just on the palate, that part of your denture. That way it holds that part while you're still waiting to be able to use adhesive on the rest of your mouth. I think you have to wait a little bit. You can't do it like the day you get your extractions, but your dentist should tell you when you're able to use that. But most people, they did it again with their lights. Most people I have found have success with Fixodent Ultra Max Hold, I believe it's called. It's the gold one from Fixodent. That one works great for most people. And Secure. I like Secure also, but Secure is very hard to get off of your denture because of the ingredients in it. So that's not really one that I want to recommend. Unless you get the Secure cleansing tablets. If you get those to go with the Secure, then that's so much better. It's easier to get them out if you use, to get the glue out of your denture if you use the tablets. But it still is really hard. But yeah, adhesive is different for everybody. You just have to find what works for you. Every person that you ask is going to tell you something different. It's just personal preference. It's like a trial and error type thing. So hopefully that helps and that answers all your questions. If you have more questions, feel free to let me know. I have no issue answering them as best as I possibly can. So I just realized that there is a roll of toilet paper sitting on my back seat there. My daughter, she's also battling a little bit of an upper respiratory infection, and that's back there in case she has to blow her nose, because let's face it, there are some toilet papers that are just so much softer than tissues, and they're also a lot cheaper. So that's back there for her. Nobody's like going to the bathroom in my car. So anyway, have a great day, guys. Love you. Mwah.